Whew. Is it time, guys? I believe it's time. Starting the stream. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. Because today is the day we finish up the first trial of Project Eden's Garden. So far, they only have first trial released. They don't have a second yet. So this will be temporarily the last stream we do on Project Eden's Garden. I'm excited. Alright. If we do a recap, let's do a recap. One of the it's a classic thing I do. Alright, let's think back on what happened in the first trial. We discussed all the pictures. You know, so far we still don't know what Wolfgang's picture meant. Wolf in sheep's clothing. We purposely hid the fact that we have Wolfgang's letter, Wolfgang's blackmail, as you say. And a bunch of deductions led to Diana not having an alibi, so people started suspecting her. But then we snapped back, we locked in, and we disproved Diana's innocence. No, we disproved Diana's guiltiness. All right, she is innocent, and I believe that wholeheartedly. She is innocent. There's no way she could be manipulating us. It's not possible. You know, after rewatching the stream, I realized, as much as I hate to admit it, Ava was being suspicious. I don't know what Ava... I really don't want it to be Ava. I thought she'd be like a Nagito character, but you never know. Could you? The fact is that Ava's been suspicious the entire trial. I mean, she was the one who, you know, who hinted at Diana being the killer. She was the one who so caught on to Diana being the culprit, telling us to vote. So quickly to disprove her. And I hate to admit it too, I was the only one that told Ava about Wolfgang's blackmail. And she was the only one who knew about the generator's conductivity. That could pose as a problem. But again, I really don't want it. I really don't want it to be Ava. Why? Because I don't know. Is this some deep instinct inside me that, like, I just love characters like Nagito, Byakuya, love characters like Kokichi, that I want them to, like, stay for a few more trials to stir up drama? It might be. I don't know, guys. It's gonna be a rough trial. I'm gonna stick through it. Because we have to find the truth. And put a stop to the killing games. Let's begin.
Thank you again for attending Tozu's tea time.
Alright, Tozu. I'm ready.
No need for extravagant farewells. I've an inkling you'll be back for tea sooner than you can say Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson.
Who's Jack Robinson? I have no idea.
Well, alright guys.
Ta-ta!
Is this a plot point? Is Jack Robinson the mastermind of
Diana.
the school?
Now's your chance to defend yourself. Tell me what happened.
Where do I even start, though?
How about you begin by explaining why you went to the boiler room?
Yeah, tell us, Diana. Tell us. Trust
why
us.
I went there?
Yes, tell us.
It was 'cause of a note.
Alright.
A note?
A note. The one Wolfgang had?
2 days ago, someone slid one into my room. I never got to see who.
2 days ago.
I just heard a knock. And when I walked over, there was a note under my door. I don't remember any of this.
Ava, let Diana speak, alright? I'm already suspicious of you. The more you talk, the more suspicious you are.
Sorry. It was midday-ish, and you weren't there at the time. And I didn't show you the note later because... well, I'll just read you what it said.
Right. Tell us. Diana, as you are aware, it is our obligation to speak with those whose blackmail we have obtained. After receiving your blackmail and reading the information disclosed in it, I believe a meeting between the two of us is warranted. In 2 days' time, please come to the underground boiler room at 8:45 a.m. Make sure to arrive promptly and close the door behind you. This sounds a lot like Wolfgang, right? Because when if you look at the text, no, not this. I don't want to see this. It's F2, right? Yeah. It is our obligation to speak with those whose blackmail we have obtained. Reading the information disclosed in it, I believe a meeting between the two of us is warranted. If this doesn't speak, it is I, Wolfgang Akire, currently speaking with you through this letter. I don't know who could this be. So, and the fact that they're showing Wolfgang right here, so like, I'm guessing this is Wolfgang. To avoid discourse, do not show anyone this letter. Do not approach me about it either, even in private. There's always the chance someone can hear. Yeah, it's Wolfgang, yeah.
Wolfie wrote this?
No, Wolfie wrote it, man.
Wolfgang had Diana's blackmail? But didn't he have Jean's?
Oh yeah, didn't he?
Hold on a sec. If you take a closer look, the handwriting on that note...
Oh, is it not the handwriting Wolfgang?
Doesn't it resemble the handwriting on Wolfgang's note?
Oh my god. So Diana was framed.
You're actually right. Even though Wolfgang's note has been water damaged, the words I can make out were in the same messy scroll as Diana's here.
Then someone else was posing as Wolfgang?
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Could it be the ultimate cosplayer, Tsumugi?
The killer, most likely. They must have thought his word was the only one Diana would follow.
Guess it worked, huh?
I didn't want to show this note earlier. Because I was scared of how people would try to twist it. Like saying I faked the note, or that I decided to kill because of it. I thought it would be better to just stay quiet.
Right, yeah, that's a reasonable... That's a reasonable choice, but like, yeah, the consequences of that just backfired.
I know you guys think I'm stupid for agreeing to meet in a place like the boiler room. And I am. I am stupid. I just didn't want to disappoint Wolfgang, in case he really did write the note. Which was why I left my room around 8:40 a.m. and went downstairs.
Did you catch any strange movement down there?
No, it was just me. I did find the boiler room door hanging open a little bit, but I didn't think much of it.
So someone already went in
I
the
just
boiler
went
room.
inside and closed the door behind me, since that's what the note asked me to do.
What did you see inside the boiler room?
The boiler room was really dark, so the first thing I noticed was actually the security camera light. My eyes had to take a few seconds to adjust to everything else. But after that, I finally saw him.
Wolfgang? Oh, goddamn. Are you okay, man?
Wolfgang was lying in the water, making these weird noises. It didn't seem like he'd even notice me entering the room. Not until... Wolfgang?
Yo, dude, you okay? Dude, I think you really do have a stomachache, man.
Hearing his name seemed to snap him out of his trance, because he slowly rose to his feet. Wolfgang, are you okay?
Oh, dude, he is tired.
It's you.
Huh?
Huh?
I can't believe it.
What? What are you talking about?
I really am finally meeting you.
Huh. Finally meeting you. Do you know her? From somewhere? And you guys met before?
What do you mean?
You're really freaking me out, man. What is going on? Who are you?
Please, forgive me. Please forgive me for what I've become.
Huh. Dude, you gotta explain yourself, bro.
Wolfgang?
Despite how hard I tried, how much I wanted it to be true, I could never become you.
Are you okay, dude?
I will always be a failure.
Whoa, that's a little harsh.
It's okay, Wolfgang. Look! There's stairs over here. Come over here and we can get out.
You good, man? Yo, we gotta take a chill pill. Take a deep breath. You know. This isn't you, bro.
I have no idea if he didn't hear me, or if he was just ignoring me. But... okay. I'll get closer to you then. I went over to the ledge of the platform, the part where the fence had a gap. Just take my hand, okay? And I'll pull you out. He slowly stumbled over, and he held my hand. I didn't really think I could pull him out. I just wanted to be there for him. It was the best I could do, because I didn't want to enter the water. Staying on the platform felt so much safer. And I really, really hate that it did.
Dude, are you okay? Dude, your sniffing is creeping me out. Your sniffing is scaring me. Stop it. Stop. Stop doing this.
It's okay, Wolfgang.
Yeah, man, it's all good.
We'll get through this together, alright? I was looking at him when I said that. I was looking right at him. But somehow...
What?
Somehow I didn't think to react.
Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? He's fucking insane! Oh my god!
When he reached inside his blazer...
Dude, he is not calm and collective anymore. He is not that nonchalant beta boy toy we know.
Bring her back. Bring her back!
Oh shit.
I tried to leave the room, but the door was locked.
The door was locked? Who locked the door?
I didn't know what to do. I started looking around for things to defend myself with. And that's when I saw the gun.
The taser gun? Did you use it?
I think she used it.
I took the taser and I aimed it at Wolfgang, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't shoot him. I just backed away from him.
Dude, Wolfgang, bro, you gotta chill. What is with you today? You gotta chillax. Yo, you can't be hurting my girl Diana, man. Yo, I don't know what was in that blackmail. Well, I'm telling you, it cannot be this crazy.
I couldn't understand anything. Why was this happening to me? Why was I being attacked?
Yo, dude, I don't understand either, Diana. I'm just saying, this Wolfgang motherfucker, he's crazy. He is insane. Alright, somebody lock him up. I mean, he's dead, but...
Why can't I do anything to...
Oh my god, he's laughing. He's laughing like he's the fucking Joker.
I'm not like you. I'll never be like you. I won't give up until the world knows. I won't give up until everyone knows me as...
And that's when the generator blew up? What the fuck was going on? What is going on? Wolfgang, you are messing with my head here. You're like if Nagito died in the first, like, it's like if Nagito becomes the first victim. It's like, what the fuck? What is with you, my man? You gotta... Until everyone knows me as the ultimate beta boy toy.
All of a sudden, everything turned white. Everything in front of me.
Oh my god.
Except Wolfgang.
This guy is scary. Fucking wolf in sheep's clothing, man. This is terrifying. Oh my, I love the art though. I love this art.
In those
This,
few
like-
seconds, he became pitch black.
Oh my god, he's the Blackened. Get it, guys? It's the Blackened.
And then, so did everything else.
Oh,
Even though I didn't see Wolfgang fall over, I heard it. His body cracking against the pavement,
oh, please don't use cracking as a word.
and his knife falling into the water.
Right.
I waited for the gasp of pain, for him to groan or mumble or say something. But there was nothing. There was just me and the silence. That's how it happened.
I believe you, Diana. Now we gotta figure out who did this shit, bro. 'Cause this is fucking crazy. This is insane.
What the fuck?
Me too, Kai. Me too.
That man attacked you?
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. My guy's always been kind of unstable. You know, we've seen from the first trial, bro's kind of unstable sometimes.
Oh my goodness, Diana, I'm at a loss for words.
This is getting too much for me, bros. I think I'm gonna faint.
Yo, don't faint yet, bro. We gotta go through the trial, bros.
Holy shit. So Diana really did watch Wolfgang die.
Not ideal, but
But why was he so violent towards her?
I don't know. The blackmail, the entire motive, Connor. Listen, bruh.
It's like he became an entirely different person.
Or it's like he's been that kind of person all along and he's been hiding it.
The word you're looking for is crazy.
Yeah. Despite how hard I tried and how much I wanted to be true, I could never become you. Why would Wolfgang say those words in that particular moment?
How'd you manage to escape the boiler room after all that?
It's like he's like monologuing. It's like, maybe it has to do with his dad, right? Like father and son, like with the blackmail we have. So he's like talking to his dad. It's like, dude, I tried my best, but I could never become you. I could never become this kind of person you were. Right? So maybe his dad was this kind of very calm, collected person, while Wolfgang was kind of this crazy person, I say. And so Wolfgang tried his hardest to become just as calm and collected as his father, right? But despite as much as he tried, he at the end he let his emotions get the better of him. Which is why he could never become his father. I could never be like you, right? No matter how hard you tried. I think I'm cooking here. I think I might be cooking. I don't know. I think that's it.
By picking the door's lock.
Oh shit! You know how to pick locks?
For reals? I wasn't even thinking. I just started feeling my way back to the door in the dark. And then...
And then you just pick the locks?
Well, my supply bag. I remembered the spare hairpins I always kept inside. So I felt around the bag and dug one out.
Dude, you are golden for just lock picking in the middle of the just pitch black room after being attacked.
To be honest,
that is kind of
I have
crazy.
No idea how I managed to unlock the door. The whole thing was repeated trial and error.
I guess, yeah. If it, because the generator went out and he just passed out as soon as the generator like stopped working. So I guess by the time he took us to get us downstairs and stuff, you know.
Somehow, this next attempt will finally work.
Whoa! Actually unlocking the doors. That's like hitting a bullseye blindfolded.
Now we know why it took so long for her to escape.
Yeah.
I realized why it happened. Getting trapped inside, I mean. The door's lock was on the outside. So, someone must have set the lock before I came downstairs. So that when I closed the door, I'd be trapped.
I mean, the logical conclusion would be Wolfgang, right? Since he's the one that wanted to murder.
The lock is normally on the inside too. The killer purposely flipped it, then left the door open so you would be the one to close it. As for why the killer locked the door to begin with.
It was to frame Diana, right?
Right. The killer made Diana trap herself inside the boiler room, so they could kill Wolfgang in front of her, and force her to remain by his body. Had their plan worked, Diana would only be able to escape if someone from outside entered the boiler room. By which point, that someone would be stumbling across what looks like a cut-and-dry murder case.
Right.
If the tournament folk found Diana, they would have been flying right into the killer's hands.
So that means, okay, then the killer purposely led the tournament people, so they would have known about the tournament to begin
I'm
with.
curious to know, did you unlock the door before or after the tournament attendees arrived downstairs?
It sort of happened at the same time.
Really?
Like, when I opened the door, there were already people walking down the stairs.
Huh.
Obviously, I couldn't stay inside the boiler room. If anyone saw me close to Wolfgang's body, it would look really bad.
Yeah,
The
understandable.
hallway was a bit easier to make out in the dark. So I walked over to a wall bordering one of the storage closets and hid behind it. And stayed as quiet as possible.
Uh-huh.
I was still bleeding a little.
So that's where the
Wolfgang's
blood
cut,
comes
though.
from.
And some
All
of
right.
that blood ended up dripping onto the floor around me.
It's the blood on the underground floor! It's all coming together!
Oh yeah, it's all coming together, Cassidy.
This was shortly before us tournament.
I'm
goers
rubbing my
split up.
hands.
And you made a run for it, yeah?
Yup.
Down the hallway, up the stairs, and then as quietly as possible into my room. Since everything was still really dark, I had to patch myself using the Tozu Trinket's protection as my light. I realize this is a lot, and I know it's hard to believe without proof. So, if you guys could just give me a second.
Reaching into her makeup bag, Diana pulled out a wipe and began scrubbing at her arm.
I cleared up the blood pretty fast. Luckily for me, the cut wasn't that deep.
Oh, thank God! Don't leave a please don't leave a scar.
There's still a chance it may leave a scar. though.
No! Damn it! Wolfgang, curse you! How dare you for hurting her? Oh my God, Wolfgang! This fucking bastard! This bastard! The son of a gun!
Holy crap! That's awful!
It's okay. I'll cover it back up again.
Why did Wolfgang attack you for no reason?
I wouldn't say it was for no reason.
Yeah, it was obviously for the motive. The blackmail.
You're being kind of insensitive, man.
Huh? I didn't mean it like that. What I'm trying to say is, Wolfgang's actions may look random from an outsider's perspective. But from his perspective, well, judging by his behavior, it seems like he saw something which shook him to his core.
I'm guessing the motive.
Like, there was something in the room that Diana didn't see?
That's impossible! It was only me and Wolfgang in the boiler room!
I don't believe Jean meant it in a literal sense.
Yeah.
Wolfgang literally saw something?
He thought he saw something, is my point.
You mean he had been hallucinating?
Could he?
What did Wolfgang hallucinate for him to turn out the way Diana described?
You'd be surprised at
dad?
the sort of things our minds can
Maybe under extreme stress, like he started seeing his dad.
I'm lucky to have never experienced anything myself, but I know some who have hallucinated nasty things. Demons and monsters, or the feeling of being tortured.
Demons and monsters.
If Wolfgang went through something similar, I can see why he lashed out.
Now, what the heck is going on at sea?
The ocean has everything.
Of course, these hallucinations don't just happen out of the blue. More often than not, they're substance-induced.
Oh, so Wolfgang took a bunch of meds.
Substance induced?
He was high on those meds, bro.
Just say Wolfgang took a hallucinogenic.
Hallucinogenics?
Alright, you don't have to scream at every single word.
One
you
which
say.
induced a lot of fatigue, too, judging by the way he lumbered about in Diana's account.
It would explain why Wolfgang mostly stayed in one place.
One place, which happened to be in the water.
Seems very deliberate. Aye. I reckon the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious in order to drag him into the water, but knew he would eventually wake up again. So they drugged him with something which would basically make him despondent. As for where the drug came from...
No!
Yeah, the
Tell
pharmacy.
me the killer robbed...
I knew exploring it was a bad idea.
It? What's this it we're talking about?
Okay, Cassidy, come on. Come on, Cassidy. We're talking about drugs here. We're talking about meds.
The pharmacy, obviously. Why the heck did we think leaving that place open was a good idea? Now someone's stolen an item and drugged Wolfgang.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I knew our promise was too good to be true. I can't trust any of you guys.
Alright, Kai.
Say Wolfgang drugged himself. Who wants to be tortured by demons?
Well, stranger people do exist.
I mean...
That's rich coming from you.
Okay. It's just as I predicted. Exploring the pharmacy ended up paving the way for murder. Should I have made more of an attempt to stop people from exploring? Back then, all I did was... With caution yet determined expressions, the students entered the newly opened pharmacy. Giving everyone an unrestricted access to medication sounded like a disaster in the making. But having already invoked the group's error after speaking my mind before, I wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. I'll just stay quiet and let them do their thing. Then again, nobody would have listened to me. Especially not with Wolfgang in control.
If we know where the perpetrator got their chemicals, I guess our next step is figuring out how they did the drugging.
The issue is, cause if we look at this, look at all the truth bullets here. We have Toshiko's fetch quest before 8 a.m. and took medication from the pharmacy. She counted around 8:10. So
agreed. It would help us better understand the timeline of events and potentially even validate Diana's testimony.
Sounds like you guys can leave this one to me.
Oh?
I'm the kind of person who knows someone back to front the moment I meet them. If you haven't already realized, I've gone and read this killer like an open book.
You're the last person I trust to reach a correct conclusion.
Okay, Winona.
Just you wait! The second you hear what I gotta say, you'll be eating those words!
Alright. Pending down how Wolfgang was drugged away may validate Diana's testimony. The question is, how did the killer drug him? How did the killer drug him?
I bet the killer took a pill and forced Wolfgang to swallow it.
Just jab him at that point.
How would the killer make him swallow a pill?
Look at this. We have odd smell, cereal and alcohol. That's not it. We have Wolfgang's neck, little tiny red dot, right? So, I'm guessing this is it.
There was no proof they restrained him.
Didn't the killer knock Wolfie out? Maybe that was their way of restraining him.
You can't force an unconscious person to swallow a pill.
What if it was a drug you don't need to eat?
Like an inhalable substance?
Inhalable
Yeah,
substance.
like a powder or something.
The pharmacy does have a large collection of over-the-counter sedatives, but there's too many for us to isolate any specific one.
Right. I think it's the
I bet
jabbing.
the killer took a pill and forced Wolfgang to swallow it.
Just jab.
There we go.
Got it.
You're jabbing him.
When Wolfgang's wounds were discussed earlier, it was mentioned he had a tiny red dot below the bruise on his neck.
Right.
During the investigation, I thought this dot was a scab from a mole or pimple. But knowing Wolfgang was drugged, it's clear to see what it really is. A puncture wound.
Considering the timeline of events, an injection would check out.
Oh my god, someone just went behind, stabbed him on the neck. It's like, BAP!
If Wolfgang got drugged a little after 8:15 a.m. and was already feeling the effects when Diana arrived at 8:45 a.m., then we're dealing with something which entered his bloodstream in under 30 minutes. Any normal pill would have taken, probably an hour to dissolve.
Whilst an injection would be much quicker. I see.
That's probably another reason why the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious. It would have been incredibly difficult to inject him if he was still moving around.
Yep.
Only when they had him right where they wanted, dazed and unable to fight back, did they plunge the syringe into his neck.
Yeah, so that's where the mark came from,
said
guys.
syringe being filled with a hallucinogenic.
But if this all happened a few minutes after 8:15 a.m., doesn't that make it impossible to pin a suspect?
What? Why is it impossible?
Since we all had alibis, that's what you're saying.
Because everybody's got an alibi for that time. I mean, Damien and I were in my dorm room, and the other party people...
8:15 a.m. Yeah, I was already in the dining hall with Jet, Mark, and Eva.
I left Wolfgang's dorm right after the morning announcement and spent the rest of the hour with Jean.
When Nona and I were in our dorm room together.
And me and Eloise were already sitting down in the courtyard.
And it's back to Diana. Oh my god.
Toshiko was giving me the medication she grabbed from the pharmacy.
And, I stayed in my dorm room until 8:40 a.m.
Oh no. If everyone can be accounted for, we really can't discern a suspect.
So, we're back to square one?
Oh my god.
Someone here must be lying.
Lying, huh?
And doesn't plan to stop.
What's screwing us over here? Is this a part of this mystery we're getting wrong? Or it could be we're overlooking something. It was ruled out as having no relations to the murder because the wires didn't touch the water. But the position of it, the fact that it's destroyed, the timing of the blackout, one coincidence is too easy to wave off. But when it's coincidence after coincidence after coincidence, then there's something more going on. There's something more to the generator.
If everyone has an alibi for 8:15 a.m., is it possible the killer never actually attacked Wolfie at that time? But his little note said to come by at 8:15 a.m., didn't it?
Ingrid, do you remember what you said when we couldn't figure out who stole Desmond's taser?
To be honest, I'm drawing a blank.
You suggested we switch subjects and discuss Wolfgang's injuries instead, which we did. As a result, we ended up unraveling more about the case than if we had stuck to the original topic. Right now, we're at a dead end. If we can't get any more leads out of this current discussion, then that's a sign to switch our focus.
Yeah, let's switch the topic. The generator.
Switch our focus to what?
I want to take another look at Diana's testimony.
Mine?
Back when you were describing Wolfgang's death, something stuck out to me.
Is it the sound? I won't give up until everyone knows me as... And bam, he was on his little monologue. All of a sudden, everything turned white. Everything in front of me. Except Wolfgang. In those few seconds, he became pitch black. And then, so did everything else. Crack. Pop, crack.
The flash of white Diana described must have been the generator exploding, with the darkness afterwards being the blackout. Think about the order of events there. In just a few seconds, the boiler room's generator explodes, and Wolfgang falls over dead.
Right.
Doesn't it sound like the two are correlated?
So are you saying the generator exploding causes the electrocution that killed Wolfgang? And the killer used the taser afterwards to make it seem that Diana used the taser.
Boy, didn't we go over this already? We did. The generator has nothing to do with Wolfgang's death. Its wires weren't touching the water.
Indeed. Which is why the murder weapon is the taser gun.
Unless that's what the killer wants you to think.
Diana said she never used the taser, though.
Then she's lying!
What? That's not true! I never fired the gun!
Toshiko.
It's all good. I believe you.
My man, Desmond Hall. My man, he believes us.
Sure, nobody can dispute the gun was fired. What can be disputed, though, is when it got fired.
Ooh.
I wouldn't be surprised if the killer fired that gun way in advance. Like, sometime before Wolfgang arrived downstairs and left it in the boiler room for us to find later.
What? So the taser gun isn't the murder weapon?
If Wolfgang wasn't killed with the taser gun or the generator, what other options are we left with?
The taser gun is the only option which makes sense. The murder weapon can't be anything else.
Ava, you're defending you really held on to the point of taser gun being the murder weapon, and you're really making it suspicious. I'm saying, Ava, the true murder weapon. Is it possible there's a third source of electricity we haven't considered yet? Am I grasping at straws by thinking something like that?
And anyway, the only proof Diana never shot the taser is her own word.
Huh?
Ava! What do you mean?
All the evidence supporting your version of events is circumstantial. The note you showed us? That could be a fake alibi you made for yourself. The fact that it has the same handwriting as Wolfgang's is already suspicious.
Couldn't that just mean the same person tricked them?
If you earnestly believe Diana didn't write it, then maybe. But do you see what I'm saying? There's no proof Diana never wrote the notes. There's only her word to go by.
Oh my god. Ava, you need to shut the fuck up because yeah, hey, I am a Diana stan, alright? And you're out here slandering my girl. Right? As much as I like her character, this is not the way to go.
Because if she did write them, everything about her entering the boiler room at 8:45 a.m. and being locked inside could be a total lie.
I hate that that's kind of true.
I get what you're saying. But if we run with the idea that Diana was the one waiting for Wolfgang all the way back at 8:15 a.m., then we're stuck with the issue we had last time. Why did Diana wait over an hour to kill him?
That's also circumstantial.
Right?
None of us know what really went on between those two in an hour. Ruling someone out because they took a long time to murder is stupid.
Okay. It's fucking dumb. You're fucking dumb.
Without context? Sure, I'd say the same. But since the boiler room is unlocked, anyone can enter. If Diana knocked Wolfgang out, then she took over an hour to kill him with that info in mind.
Okay, but who would enter? No one wants to make a detour down some gross, freaky-looking basement. The boiler room is probably the most covert place a person can be.
Uh-huh. The most covert place? Her words do make sense. After all, I chose to meet Tozu in the boiler room for that very same reason.
Diana claims she didn't write the notes, and she claims she didn't shoot the gun. But where's the hard proof she didn't do any of these things?
The answer lies in what destroyed the generator.
BAM!
What?
Didn't we already talk about that?
All you guys did was discuss theories, never anything concrete. Settling for a theory isn't good enough when our lives are on the line. In the same way Ava can't rule out Diana's involvement in the case, we can't rule out the generators.
Talk to him, Damon! Talk to him!
So, we have to figure out what destroyed the generator?
Yep,
What
we
should
have
do?
to.
Just throw out ideas?
It's what we've been doing this whole time.
Oakley dokley.
Okay.
Alright, everyone.
Okie
Let's
dokie.
put our thinking hats on. If we work together, we'll unravel this mystery for sure.
Alright.
Ready? On your marks, get set, go!
Alright. Let's see. What we got? Smell Shrapple, Wolfgang's hand, taser gun, generator.
Why did the generator blow up?
Alright.
Could have just been an electrical fault.
Shrapple. I'm guessing it's odd smell.
So, a coincidence?
Is this the best situation? To be waving stuff off as a coincidence?
Did the killer throw something at the generator that made it explode?
Perhaps it's the fault of the taser gun? The electrical discharge it released might have connected with the generator and created an overabundance of energy, which caused everything in the circuit to pop.
Probably. There's no proof anything besides was involved. That's not significant.
Okay, no.
Why
That's
did the generator blow up?
Could have just been an electrical fault.
So, a coincidence?
Alright, we have... Where is it? Remain intact. Like a bomb went off in the machine. Shrapple. Got taser gun.
Is this the best situation? To be waving stuff off as a coincidence?
Did the killer throw something at the generator that made it explode?
Perhaps it's the fault of the taser gun? The electrical discharge it released might have connected with the generator and created an overabundance of energy, which caused everything in the circuit to pop.
Probably. There's no proof anything besides the taser was involved.
In that case, the generator blew up after Wolfie got shot with the taser.
Such a dastardly taser, leaving so many victims in its wake.
The taser gun. Floating just within
Why
reach.
did the generator blow up?
The shrapple.
Could have just been an electrical.
A coincidence?
Is this the best situation?
It's the shrapple, isn't it?
Did the killer throw something at the generator that made it explode? Perhaps it's the fault of the taser gun? The electrical discharge it released might have connected with the generator and created
An overabundance of energy, which caused everything in the circuit to pop.
Probably.
There's no proof.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
That's wrong!
Unfortunately, Ava, I have to disagree. You say nothing but the taser could have been involved in the murder. But there's one possibility you didn't consider.
Yeah, exactly.
The shrapnel in the water.
The shrapnel.
You mean those bits of red metal which were floating around?
Exactly.
Right. The ones that look like the aftermath of an explosion. Due to their proximity to the generator, it's safe to assume the two are connected.
Can't that just be debris left by the generator?
Except this debris is a completely different color and lacks the rust the generator has accumulated. We're obviously looking at the remnants of something else, which means an object we haven't yet identified was caught in the explosion.
Yup. Floating near it was another out-of-place item. The extension cord.
This is it. In the water was also an extension cord, half of which had been burnt away.
Huh? Did the cord get caught in the explosion?
Seems that cord has the misfortune of floating around the wrong place at the wrong time.
From what I saw in my investigation, the building's extension cord supply seems to be kept inside Storage Closet D. So in a way, yeah, it was definitely in the wrong place.
Yup.
Storage Closet D, huh? It was hard to make out much of it in the dark. And after the power came on, Kai came screaming for us to leave our closets. but I do recall seeing some extension cords peeking out from behind a shelf.
Since we already know the killer raided one storage closet, anyone else willing to bet they raided this one too?
The hell did they need an extension cord for?
Probably something involving the generator.
Something to extend? I don't know.
Same thing with the red bits. Even though we don't know what they are.
Right, the red shrapnel. Definitely isn't the debris left by the generator. So, what exactly is it? So far, nothing in the boiler room can be directly tied to the shrapnel. At least, not any of the clues that have already been discussed in this trial. If I were to flip my thinking and consider the clues we haven't discussed yet, there's no proof what I have in mind is related to shrapnel, but when all other options are ruled out, I can only turn towards the one that hasn't. The one thing that the mysterious shrapnel might be related to. The odd smell?
This is it.
There we go.
Hold that thought. We may be able to identify the shrapnel using context
The
clues.
shrapnel. I love that word.
During the investigation, there was a strange smell permeating the boiler room. It took me a moment to notice, but when I did, well, the best way to describe the scent would be if you mix cereal and alcohol together.
Cereal and alcohol? Talk about specific.
Tis a sign a chemical reaction was at play.
Yup.
Wait, you recognize the smell?
Chemical reactions can produce some pretty pungent odors. Usually something to the tune of alcohol mixed with cereal, or fruits, or eggs. I noticed the smell going into the investigation, but it had completely slipped my mind until now.
Yup.
Could it be a chemical reaction was caused by the taser?
The gun never touched the water. There's no reason for it to be the source of the smell.
What about the generator?
Considering the state of it, that generator would smell more burnt than anything else.
If the chemical reaction can't be explained by what we already know, like the generator or the taser gun, we need to consider the possibility that the explanation is the one piece of evidence still evading us, the shrapnel.
Can someone translate this into less complicated talk?
You're speaking my mind, Kai. Talk to me
It was
simply.
just a long-winded way of saying he's using process of elimination.
I know it sounds like a stretch, but if you follow this line of reasoning, a lot more questions start getting answered. Think about it. If the smell and shrapnel are linked, then whatever object the shrapnel belongs to must contain chemicals.
So we're looking for a metal object, which is also packed with chemicals?
Surely
guess.
something like that would be kept inside the pharmacy.
Looking at my notes... When we originally visited the pharmacy, I recorded everything I saw. A bright red metal object would have definitely caught my eye, but I don't see one written here.
I got lots of metallic objects in my dorm room, but nothing chemical. Just big old slabs of metal.
There's a bunch of metal. Why does that sound so familiar? Hold on, that's right. What Ingrid said just now was something she just said the night before everyone else began bunking together. Guess what? This would explain my room too. It's littered with all sorts of fancy tools and metals. At the time, people were talking about their dorm rooms being themed around their talents. Could it be? Could the shrapnel actually be the remnant of the unique device that guy boasted about having in his room? The only way to know for sure is to put you on the spot. F2. While bragging about having a unique device in his room. This guy?
It has to be you!
This guy's the only one I can imagine bragging.
I need to ask you something.
What's up?
Can you tell me what's inside your dorm room?
Like, a full-on list?
No, just give me the simplified version.
Whatever works.
Sure thing. I got a pretty gnarly collection of parts and accessories. Blind spot mirrors, lithium batteries, wheels, spare brakes, you name it. Oh, I even have the legendary mantle from the 1984's Grand Prix winning Speedster.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
Cool. So, why'd you want to know?
Oh, the mantle.
Unless... Wait, I'm not being suspected, am I? No. Don't try and rope me into this, bro. I've got nothing to do with the murder.
Okay, dude. You calm down.
No, you don't. You have an alibi. The only reason I ask is because that mysterious red shrapnel may be the remnants of one of your lithium batteries.
What?
I see.
Oh, wait, that's true. A lithium battery.
Smell in the air.
Yeah.
And lithium, that's an explosive substance. If it made contact with water, gosh, you'd be left with a mess and a half.
Wouldn't someone have heard an explosion, though?
I did.
Really?
During the tournament. Right before we lost.
Oh yeah,
power.
there was the boom, kaboom, and then...
Oi, that's right. There was a boom.
Wait! I remember hearing it too.
Okay, Kai.
I initially assumed
Wait, I totes remember hearing it.
Batteries contain an explosive substance.
Hey, Jet, were your batteries bright red at all?
Maybe?
I mean, its whole color scheme is like black and red, bro.
You don't know for sure?
I never took the batteries out of their packaging. The packaging isn't red, I can tell you that, but the actual batteries? Yeah, I got nothing.
So it can't be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Pretty much.
Well, what's the reaction time of a lithium battery?
The reaction time?
How long does it take for the chemical reaction to
When a
like
lithium
happen?
battery
You
hits
know?
the water, how long does it take to combust? I think once we know that, we can decide whether or not the battery is relevant to the case.
A lithium battery would be an almost instantaneous reaction, I'm pretty sure.
Lithium isn't a metal I've worked with, but it got beat into my head never to mix it with substances it doesn't like. All that electricity, the battery would have let out when it hit the water. It must have went straight into poor Wolfie.
There's warning labels on the battery for a reason.
Okay, if the reaction is instantaneous, then the battery would have entered the water only seconds before the generator exploded. That's really weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
According to Diana's testimony, when the explosion happened, she was still holding the taser gun. In which case, who threw the battery into the water?
Huh. Good point. We can rule out Wolfgang, since the Blackens can only be a student who kills another student. And Diana.
It was only Diana and Wolfgang in the boiler room. So unless Diana herself was the one to throw the battery, then the battery can't play a part in the murder.
I didn't throw the battery. I promise.
The shrapnel and the generator are too close for comfort. They must be correlated. I'll admit Diana throwing the battery is a possibility, but that's all it is. A possibility. There may still be another way for the battery to enter the water. And until I rule that out, I won't settle for a culprit just yet. Shrapnel, taser gun, extension cord, thin piece of metal.
If the battery is related to the case, only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been cut. Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
Neo batteries are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere. So it must have been submerged another way. Perhaps something akin to what Eva described?
If that battery is the murder weapon, why is there a taser gun?
Maybe it's a red herring.
Judging by the shrapnel, the battery would have landed in the water, a few inches from the generator.
Not the hardest shot to make.
Everyone's quick to say the battery was thrown, but when I consider the boiler room and which objects the killer could have leveraged, and what that person describes impossible, sounds anything but.
If the battery is related to the case, only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been cut. Lifting a battery battery would hurt too much.
Neo batteries are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere, so it must have been submerged another way.
Oh, let's think about this. I want to say the generator, but
Perhaps something akin to what Eva described?
If that battery is the murder weapon, why is there a taser gun?
Maybe it's a red herring.
Judging by the shrapnel, the battery would have landed in the water, a few inches from the generator.
Not the hardest shot to make.
If the battery is related to the case, only
yo.
Damon, Diana would. If the battery is related
Nope.
to the
Okay,
case,
I'm fumbling.
only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been cut. Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
Neo batteries are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere, so it must have been submerged another way. Perhaps something akin to
The generator.
what Eva described?
If that battery is the murder weapon, why is there a taser gun?
Maybe it's a red herring.
Judging by the shrapnel, the battery would have landed in the water, a few inches from the generator.
Give me the shrapnel. Shrapnel. Alright, let's think about this. Dude, I've been cooking this entire try. There's no way I fumble on this one thing, right?
Not the hardest shot to make.
Was thrown.
If the battery is related to the
Extension
case,
cord?
only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been cut. Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
Say the
Neo
extension
batteries
cord.
are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere.
Oh, okay. I am really fumbling.
Only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been cut. Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
Neo batteries are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. We lock in.
No. The battery might actually have fallen from the generator.
Yup.
What makes you say that?
The shrapnel's position in front of the generator suggests there's a correlation between the two. However, it's unlikely Diana threw the battery at the generator.
Yeah, I don't think she could do that when, like...
Not only is the boiler room difficult to see in, the generator is positioned far enough from the concrete platform that Diana, with her wounded arm, would need to stand on the platform's edge to make the shot, which would obviously put her in danger of being attacked by Wolfgang again.
Yeah. Wolfgang was really close. He could reach over to me if he wanted.
If the battery hadn't been thrown, the only other possibility is that it fell down into the water.
Uh-huh.
And considering the layout of the boiler room, what else could the battery fall off of? Except the generator.
Are you saying the battery was sitting on top of the generator?
Maybe not on top, but maybe. Suspended?
I got it.
The battery may have been suspended over the generator.
Suspended over.
If the battery was suspended by something, then the presence of that item starts to make a lot more sense. The extension cord.
This is it.
It's all coming together.
The killer could have tied the extension cord around the battery and slung the battery over the generator.
Yup.
If the cord and battery were tied together at the time of the generator's explosion, it would explain why half of the cord had been burned away.
The more you explain it, the more unbelievable it sounds.
What if that's the point? Maybe the killer chose a crazy method because no one would believe it.
I don't see how weaving a cord into the mix is any more beneficial than leaving it out. If anything, the cord adds extra weight.
Which would be especially inconvenient for Diana, because her arm is bleeding.
Right. It wouldn't benefit Diana to hold the cord. So, what if she didn't? Something else may have been supporting the cord instead.
Something like... an object or person.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Okay, not a person. I just wanted to check. All right, it's an object. It's an object.
Throughout this trial, we've assumed the killer held the battery in some form or another.
Yeah.
If the battery was on its own, the
It
killer
was like a
tossed
ticking
it.
time bomb. You know,
If
once the
battery
time
was
sets
wrapped with
off,
the cord,
bam.
the killer held the other end of the cord. But in the same way something else can hold the battery, can't something else also hold the cord?
Ugh. My head's starting to spin.
It's all right, Ingrid. You calm yourself.
Are you talking about something
You can
that
take a
could keep
10-minute
the cord
break.
in place?
Something to keep the cord in place. If I imagine the cord and the battery is tied around in front of the generator in the same spot where the shrapnel has surfaced. The vents, the lights.
This is it.
It's the vents, bro. Someone's been venting.
The killer tied the cord to the vent.
What vent?
The one above the generator. It connects the boiler room and the dining hall.
There's a vent above the generator?
Oh my god. It's alright, you're too short. I understand you not.
Sunlight
I
shining into the boiler room.
I understand you not
That's where
seeing
the vent
it.
is. The vent itself is set a bit far back into the wall. So, you probably assume the spot was a small window or something.
Yeah.
If the boiler room and the dining hall are separated by one vent, does this make the wallpaper thin, or...?
Okay, man.
There's two vents. The boiler room vent and the dining hall vent. Both are connected via a small ventilation shaft.
Yep.
I was able to get a close look at the boiler room vent after Ava and I woke up, which is why I know these details.
How close is close for someone under 6 foot?
Ava helped me reach the vent,
By?
letting me sit on her shoulders.
Quite the visual.
Alright, Winona. Now's not the time to mock my height.
Anyway, if the killer tied one end of the cord to the vent and the other end around the battery, they could suspend the battery over the generator.
Something like that would result in an explosion.
What do you mean?
You say the killer tied one end of the cord to the vent and the other end to the battery. However, indoor extension cords are much longer than regular cords. They can be upwards of 9 or more meters in length, as opposed to the average cord's 2 meters. 9 meters is significantly longer than the distance between the vent and the boiler room floor. If the killer wanted to tie the battery to the cord's other end, they would be tying it to something which is already submerged in water.
I see. It is an impossible setup.
Not necessarily. The killer can have greatly reduced the length of the cord by doing that. Reduce the length of the cord. Cutting it. I think so.
Cut the cord.
Damn. Okay, not
And
co
where
not that.
exactly-
Not that.
Storage closet.
Well, I've been.
Not even.
I didn't see.
You believe.
So this whole thing was a suicide mission?
Wait, then. Okay. Okay, it's back. It's back. The batteries.
I got it.
Yeah, that was my second option, guys. That was my...
The extension cord is pretty thin and flimsy. If the killer wanted the battery to be secure, they need to wrap a lot of cord around it. Probably to the point there wouldn't be much spare cord remaining. Which is a good thing, because this spare cord is what the battery will be suspended by. So long as the spare cord isn't too long, the battery will sit safely above the water.
Right.
So much effort.
Agreed. How do you even submerge the battery into the water under those circumstances?
How? Simple. By adjusting the core's position. While the killer will need to utilize a certain aspect of the boiler room. The vents.
This is it. Like I mentioned earlier, I gave the vent a close look after originally waking up in the boiler room.
Yep.
Part of my inspection included opening the vent to get a better look at the other side.
The vent can be opened?
They can.
Not all the way, but far enough for the vent to cause a domino effect if then closed. In our case, a domino effect involving the extension cord tied to it. If we assume the vent must be open for the battery to remain a safe distance above the water, we end up with a pulley system.
Ooh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful demonstration.
To prevent the battery from entering the water, the vent is literally pulling the entire cord backwards. Ergo, it's not just the killer's own measurements keeping the battery in place, but the vent itself. Having opened one of these vents before, I can tell you how tough they are to move.
Wrapping my fingers around the grate directly in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could.
A lightweight battery definitely isn't heavy enough to pull one shut. It takes an actual person to close one, which is great for the killer, because it means they get to maintain full control over when the battery enters the water. If they close the vent, the cord should slide forward and submerge the battery into the water. When that happens, the boiler room water becomes electrified by the battery's components, which in turn causes electricity to pass directly into the body of Wolfgang, who is standing in the water.
Exactly which vent is the cord being tied to?
The boiler room vent.
Funny. Earlier, you said there's a small vent shaft connecting the boiler room vent to the dining hall vent. Assuming the killer is operating this trap from outside the boiler room, since we know there were only ever 2 people in that room, how would they even be able to reach the boiler room vent? Like you said, there's a separate vent in front of it.
Huh, she has a point. I've been assuming the cord is tied to the boiler room vent, but I failed to consider the ventilation shaft. It become considerably harder to reach the boiler room vent if you have to reach down to that shaft first. Not just that, I never tested to see if the boiler room vent can be opened inwards, I only got to open it outwards. With that logic, a vent on the opposite end of the shaft.
This could only mean one thing. The killer never tied the cord to the boiler room vent. They tied the cord to the dining hall vent.
That just creates the same problem as before, but reversed. Instead of the dining hall vent making it hard to close the boiler room vent, it's the boiler room vent making it hard to reach the dining hall vent.
While the vents may seem like an obstruction, especially since they can't be opened all the way, there's a very easy workaround. All the killer needs to do is fit the extension cord between the grates of the boiler room vent.
Oh yeah, the grates. You mentioned something about them earlier. Right. When you described opening the boiler room vent.
On the grates directly in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could.
If you can fit your fingers between the grates, there's no damn way you can't fit a cord.
Exactly. After which, you can slide the cord through the ventilation shaft and out the opposite end for the killer to then go and tie to the...
Shut up.
Hello?
What is it now?
There's something I still don't understand about your theory. It's to do with the logistics of the cord.
The logistics?
Its size.
Back to discussing this again? Never mind, I'll find a way to combat this argument just like I've done countless other times already.
I understand the boiler room vent can be opened. Maybe not all the way, but enough to fit an extension cord through. What's bothering me, however, is that the boiler room vent was closed during the investigation, which means it must have been closed during the murder.
I don't see a problem here. The killer doesn't even need to open that vent, because they could simply slide the cord between the grates.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't. How can the killer fit both those plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved, or it was open at some point, and someone else closed it. That is my issue.
Man. His argument made make sense if it weren't for one fatal
Indoor
flaw.
extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't. How can the killer fit both those plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved, or it was open at some point, and someone else closed it. That is my issue. Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't. How can the killer fit both those plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved, or it was open at some point, and someone else closed it. That is my issue.
Oh, let's see, the internal plugs were particularly thin. Particularly slim, I mean. Okay, I think this is the one.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't.
There we go.
Those words.
There we go.
If you insert the cord through the boiler room vent first, it's possible to fit the cord through. You just need to start with the internal plug. The cords in Storage Closet D have a slim internal end. This can easily be slid through the gaps in the vent. Once the killer ties the cord around the dining hall vent, presumably with a knot, the cord won't be at risk of sliding back out either.
Right.
I see. When put like that, whether or not the boiler room vent was closed isn't really relevant.
How'd you figure all this out from some shrapnel and an extension cord? This is crazy.
At the same time, what he's describing sounds plausible.
Of course it sounds plausible. I'm the ultimate master debater. Alright? Everything I say
Since
sounds
the battery
plausible.
was suspended over the generator, it's no surprise the machine ended up the way it did.
Yep.
Fortunately for Diana, she was safe by virtue of remaining on the platform. I imagine that was also the killer's intention.
The killer kept her on the platform?
They must have known they were injecting Wolfgang with a hallucinogenic. So, it's possible they hoped his behavior would scare Diana off from entering the water. Although, even if Diana did die, the moment people realized only she and Wolfgang entered the boiler room, they'd probably call the whole thing a murder gone wrong.
Well, all of this certainly changes things.
Huh?
If the killer is someone who needed access to the vent, and needed to be operating from the dining hall,
Yep, then everyone from the dining hall
then
is now a
everyone who
suspect.
attended the tournament is a suspect.
Yep.
What?
No way!
one of the tournament attendees is the killer? Damn it, how did I not realize sooner? The fact the killer could even access the vents means they must have been in the dining hall at the time of Wolfgang's murder.
So we can reduce it down to 8 people. Damon, Kai, Grace, Eva, Cassidy, Jed, Mark, and John.
It was probably Cassidy. She set the whole thing up.
Hey, I was only trying to improve the mood.
It wasn't me. I was playing a game with Damon when the lights went out.
I had to play music.
Me too.
You never touched my equipment.
I meant I was watching Kai and Damon play.
I was spectating as well.
Me too.
Me 3. And Cass too, I think. I was too focused on the game to remember who was or wasn't there.
If everyone's telling the truth, then all 8 of y'all were crowded round the same spot?
Near the right wall where the TV was set up. It's also the furthest wall from the vent.
Seems like someone is lying again.
The tournament participant who flipped the vents, I could deduce who that person is by determining everyone's position directly before the blackout. The problem is, I myself have been totally preoccupied with the game. I never got a good look at the actual people around me. Never got a good look. Wait, is that it? Well, I never got a good look at the others. I could still deduce their general positions, and if they were near me, from whether or not I heard them. Think, Damon, think. Who and what did I hear back then? It was you. The only person I never heard was you! Based on all the theories we've gotten, you're the only one!
It has to be you! The killer is Ava.
She's the only one.
Huh?
Ava's the only one whose position I can't account for. Mark was mixing a track at the time Kai and I were playing a game, so I know he must have been stationed at his pad. And everyone else? I remember hearing their voices over the sound of the game. Everyone. Except Ava. In fact, last I saw her, she was standing in the corner of the room with the vent.
So Ava flipped the vent?
Oh man! And the reason no one heard it is because the music was too loud!
Don't blame me. I was just doing what I was told.
No one's blaming you. We're all in on Eva.
Care to contribute anything, Eva?
Yeah, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I didn't flip the vent.
Okay, that's your argument. Nuh-uh, I didn't do it. Nuh-uh, it wasn't me.
Damon says you did.
Damon says a lot of things.
Wow.
While you aren't technically wrong, I don't think that counts as an argument.
Yeah, like, come on, don't pull that nuh-uh strap with me.
His theory is full of plot holes. He just refuses to point them out.
What plot holes?
The cord.
What?
In retrospect, you were so quick to accuse me that you overlooked a huge problem with the cord.
Uh-huh.
If I'm the killer, how did I dispose of it?
Trick question. You left the cord tied to the vent.
What then? It unraveled by itself and fell into the water?
Yeah, you got me there.
How did Ava get rid of the cord? I'm sure it's possible if she knew how to untie it at the right time. When did Ava tie the cord? During the blackout.
I got it. To dispose of the cord, you just untied it during the blackout.
She untied the knot during a blackout?
Being the one who set up the trap, Ava could have easily practiced untying the knot in advance. Or she just made it a really simple knot. Either way, it wouldn't be any more difficult than untying your shoelaces with your eyes closed.
If Ava untied the cord, did it also fall into the water?
That didn't
Diana's
happen.
testimony says as much.
It does?
Oh, does it?
During your confrontation with Wolfgang, you recounted hearing certain sounds.
I'm not like you. I'll never be like you. I won't give up until the world knows. I won't give up until I'm known as... Kaboom. All of a sudden, everything turned white. Everything in front of me except Wolfgang. In those few seconds, he became pitch black. And then, so did everything else. Plop! The plop sound.
The first sound was obviously the battery exploding. And the second, when you first recounted the story, you said it was the sound of the knife hitting the water. But why would a thin knife make such a big splash?
Then, do you think...
It was the
What
cord.
really caused that sound was probably the extension cord falling into the water.
When you say it that way, it does seem likelier.
I should have known. The kid who lied about her talents and tried to lie about the Tozy trinkets. I should have known. I should have known only Eva fucking Sadaka
Whoa.
would kill Wolfgang!
You're right that Eva's lied to us several times already.
But she's just a mathlete. How did someone like her come up with something this complicated?
Her talent would give her the upper hand in all that measurement nonsense.
Even so, the sheer volume of items Eva had to steal. She's been under heavy suspicion these past few days. How did she sneak into Jet and Desmond's rooms without being noticed?
It's impossible. Wolfgang even got mad at me for being late to the dining hall by a few minutes. I've been watched the entire time I've been here. There's no way Jet wouldn't have noticed me taking his battery.
Right on. No one steals from me.
They already did.
And anyway, how could I enter the cord through the boiler room vent when I can't even reach the top of the generator? If anything, you should be suspicious of the taller students.
I understand why people are doubtful, but I can't let this conversation continue like this. If Ava, in fact, did have a reached the fence, all she had to do is guessing the boxes.
Ava grabbed one of the boxes on the concrete platform.
That's setting myself up.
Flexing your mouth.
I'm saying Damon would have noticed, but he never noticed anything because
couldn't you?
Then the underside.
This I can.
Damn it! Continue. It doesn't matter. Alright, what do we got? F2, let's see. What did Ava use to reach the vents?
This is it.
Yeah, the ones on the underneath.
Ava, to reach the top of the generator, you simply stood on one of the boxes in the boiler room. There's already a huge pile of them near the generator itself. You could easily push one up against the machine.
Ah, she would have known about those boxes in advance, too. Since she explored the boiler room with you ahead of time.
Okay, I could have used the boxes to reach the top of the generator.
Yeah, you could have, and you did.
And I could have fit the cord through both vents if I inserted the right plug. I can do
And
both
you
of
did.
those things without attracting suspicion. What I can't do without attracting suspicion is opening the vent.
Which vent are we talking about?
The dining hall
The dining
vent.
hall one. Based on what Damon's saying, it needs to be opened for the killer's trap to work. But opening it during the tournament is asking to be caught, and opening it before the tournament is useless because Jet, Cassidy, and Mark would see it while setting up.
Oh yeah, you're right. If there was an open vent with a cord tied to it, I would have noticed for sure.
Now that Eva mentions it, I'm pretty sure the vent was closed during setup.
And that was closed.
There's no way I can execute this trap without being caught. It's a stupid trap anyway. All the cord and vent stuff is too complicated. There's a billion ways it could go wrong. Damon's just making stuff up. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What the? That's bullshit.
Can it, you four-eyed troll? You can't talk your way out of this one.
Yeah, talk to him, Grace. Talk to him. Talk to him nice.
Only person who would be sick-minded enough to kill Wolfgang is you, and only you. Don't you fucking try and tell me otherwise.
Oh shit. Generator, boiler room knob.
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
It seems to be pretty good evidence to me.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are, and you despised him because of it. You have a motive!
I'm guessing the tournament time.
Perhaps our understanding of the mechanism is wrong? Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that triggered it, but something else?
Do you have any evidence to prove that?
Even if this trap was used, you can't guarantee it operated the way Damon described.
How so?
Well, the battery could have been tied to the extension cord, with a special knot which can untie by itself. After a bit of time passes.
There's even less evidence for that!
Evidence? No one here cares about evidence. I just happened to be at the game tournament. And now you're saying I'm a killer.
Never mind what was said before. Focus on the facts. I just need to focus.
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
It seems to be pretty good evidence to me.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are, and you despised him because of it. You have a motive!
Okay. Let's see, shrapnel, storage closets. Yeah, it has to be this one. It has to be the game tournament time.
Perhaps our understanding of the mechanism is wrong? Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that triggered it, but something else?
Do you have any evidence to prove that?
Even if this trap was used, you can't guarantee it operated the way Damon described.
So? Well, the battery could have been tied to the extension cord, with a special knot which can untie by itself. After a bit of time passes.
Evidence? No one here cares about evidence. I just happened at the game tournament.
No, that's wrong!
So you just happened to be at the game tournament, huh?
No. It's no coincidence you were at the game tournament.
Exactly.
In fact, it's not even a coincidence the tournament took place during the murder.
Talk to me!
What do you mean?
It was impossible for me to notice this earlier, but the killer timed the tournament so it would grant them an alibi for the murder.
Whoa. Are you accusing me of murder again? I thought you said Ava was the culprit.
The detective isn't supposed to switch suspects in the last stretch like this. You're totally throwing the audience for a loop, and not in a good way.
I'm not saying that.
Except neither of you played a role in determining what time the tournament would be held. The only person to determine that was Ava.
When I was training my talent, I did most of my studying at 9 AM. The brain is most active and ready to absorb information around that time. I think this effect could help our video game skills. At 9 AM tourney, huh? Wouldn't be the first time. Screw it! Let's do 9 AM! 1 hour after the morning announcements!
Ava knew she would be in the dining hall tomorrow. So when Cassidy announced the tournament, she realized it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create an alibi for herself.
That's insane. How could she have come up with something like that on the spot?
It wasn't just for an alibi either. Since Ava knew about the tournament, she could time the setup of her trap accordingly.
So to answer the question why neither Cassidy, Jet, nor Mark noticed the open vent, when I think back on what Cassidy told me earlier today before the tournament began, I can discern exactly when Ava opened the vents.
I got it.
The stacked up furniture, baby.
Cassidy, you told me Ava approached you yesterday and asked to help set up the tournament. What exactly did she say?
When did I tell you this again?
Oh my god.
Before the tournament?
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, Eva wanted to see what sort of equipment the tournament needed. After I showed her Mark's stuff and told her we were redecorating the dining hall, she offered to help.
Back when this conversation happened, You still hadn't decided what time you were gonna start redecorating, right?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Eva really helped me out, though. She said she would stack the dining hall furniture we weren't going to use later that night. Afterwards, we could focus purely on arranging the technical stuff in the morning.
Alright. Then tell me what happened last night.
Jet, Mark, Eva, and I came to the dining hall at around 8:40 p.m. probably.
8:40
We stacked
p.m.
the table and the dining chairs against the left wall, and the sofas we moved to the middle of the room, maybe a little more to the right. Then we all went back to our dorms. Well, I was kind of hungry, so I stayed back a few minutes before leaving.
Hold the phone! If those sofa chairs were moved to the middle of the room, why did I see one over in the corner this morning?
Because Eva pushed it there.
Eva what?
She didn't want to take part in the tournament. Just watch it from the side. That's what she told me. I never thought it was weird or anything. Some people just like sticking to the walls of rooms, you know?
But in this case, it is
We're
weird.
talking about the sofa in the upper left corner, aye? The one next to the coffee table.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir,
caught it.
Eva.
Yo, when the power went out, I'm pretty sure Damon ran over to that corner to look through. Yeah, a vent!
Did she move the chair there so it would be easier to reach the vent later?
Why would I when Cassidy just said the vent was closed during setup?
Because you were covering for yourself in advance.
Huh?
The vent may not have been open at the time, but I'm willing to bet that's because you were still creating your trap.
In what way?
Let's say Ava took a detour for the boiler room first, and slid the internal plug through both vents. After going upstairs and helping rearrange the dining hall furniture, during which she moves a sofa chair so it obscures the vent, she heads outside and hides until everyone else goes to bed. Then, she walks back in and opens the vent.
So Eva took complete advantage of them?
Not my fault those two were so trusting.
You think a big guy like me was gonna be afraid of some mathlete? No way!
Why are you guys saying it's a mathlete? It's some mathlete, like a slur. Like, dude, chill out, bro. It's a she's a mathlete. Cool, like, oh my god. Why are you guys acting like she's not a big deal?
I mean,
They're so mean.
lie about a lot of
I mean, she did murder and try to pin it on my favorite character, Diana, but still, I am never underestimating a mathlete, alright?
her talent being one of them.
She also cried and fled the scene after we found out, no?
I just thought it was cool. She wanted to help me out.
Hey, can we backtrack a little? Like, to before all this Ava talk?
Why?
What's up? What's up, Kai?
It's to do with the chair's position.
Yeah?
You guys keep saying it was in front of the vent, but Damon stood in front of the vent during the blackout. If the chair was in the position you all say it was, it should have blocked him from crouching in front of the vent.
Ava probably just moved it during the blackout.
Eh?
Before the blackout, it was positioned with its back to the left wall. However, when I ran over to the vent, the chair was suddenly pushed up against the northern wall, out of the vent's range. Ava must have shifted the chair while everyone was initially panicking from the blackout. I'm guessing she hoped people would misremember its position and think it was always along the northern wall.
Oh man! So I totally fell for it?
Yeah, you know, it's alright. We didn't ever expect anything
I
from
also
you, Kai.
remember seeing a speaker in that corner.
You just keep being a little, comedic little guy.
Yeah, about that. This morning, Jet, Mark, and I arrived at the dining hall a little after 8 a.m., then Eva came a few minutes later. She helped us put together Mark's equipment, which was stationed in the lower right corner of the room. And then she volunteered to place speakers around the room while Jet and I set up the TV next to the fireplace.
Moving a speaker near the vent. Did Eva do that to drown out Diana and Wolfgang's scuffle?
Yeah, and in turn exacerbate the effects of the other speakers. There were almost a dozen spread throughout the dining hall. Some even sandwiched into corners they didn't need to be. Ava probably placed them that way to cover as much ground as possible.
Still, Eva entered the dining hall at 8:10 a.m., right? So, wouldn't it be impossible for her to knock out Lawyer Man at 8:15 a.m.?
According to Ava, she arrived around 8:10 a.m. But it's possible she actually arrived much later. Since there's no clock in the dining hall, he just couldn't have known. In fact, that might be why Ava seemed so eager to arrange Mark's equipment in the morning.
Oh, did she tamper with it?
Upon realizing it had a clock, she wanted to ensure it would only be powered on after she arrived.
It seems the setup of this trap occurred across 3 phases. Phase 1 took place in the boiler room and involved tying a lithium battery to an extension cord.
Yup.
The cord was then slid through the grates of the closed boiler room vent, presumably until it almost poked out the other end of the ventilation shaft.
Yo, I love you, Eloise. Eliasis. Like, my guy's summarizing it for me. Love you.
Phase 2, by contrast, was carried out in the dining hall.
Nope.
The aforementioned cord was tied around the dining hall vent, which was then left open. This must have happened after Cassidy, Mark, and Jet were already done redecorating. For the third and final phase, the battery was carefully suspended over the generator. All these steps combined created a pulley system, which could only be triggered by closing the dining hall vent. Is there anything I'm missing?
How I closed the vent.
Huh?
No one has explained how I closed the dining hall vent. Obviously, I didn't do it during the blackout. According to Damon, the blackout can only happen after the vent is closed. So, I must have stood up, gone behind the chair, and closed the vent during the tournament. That's stupid. Someone is definitely going to notice that sort of conspicuous movement. It doesn't matter if that someone is on the opposite side of the room. They're going to notice.
How did we overlook such an obvious discrepancy?
It was right. Standing up would look very suspicious, which is exactly why she used that to circumvent the problem.
This is it.
The sofa?
The location of your chair bypasses this problem entirely. To close the vent, all you need to do is set the chair to recline and reach behind you.
Set the chair to recline?
All the dining hall chairs have the ability to recline. Some were already set to that position at the start of the tournament.
Yup.
Including Ava's. With her chair in recline, Ava can easily reach down and close the vent without shifting from her position. It's not perfectly inconspicuous, but it's subtle enough to not catch most people's attention, especially those focused on watching a video game competition.
What do you gotta say now, Ava? What do you gotta say?
Well, am I wrong?
Prove me wrong.
Isn't funny.
Prove me wrong.
Just because I was sitting in front of the vent doesn't mean I was the one who triggered the mechanism.
Oh yeah, prove me
No
wrong.
one can sneak up behind you without drawing attention, especially when all the lights were still on.
That's just dumb. Where I was sitting shouldn't make me a murderer.
Even so, with everything we've spoken about...
Everything? Did you already forget what was said earlier? Just look at all the items I would need to set up this murder. The battery, the extension cord, the rolling pin, the taser, the syringe, and the supposed drug used with it. How could I have collected all of those things? Wolfgang and everyone else hated me because I lied about my talent. They were on their guard whenever I was around. You think Jet and Desmond would just let me walk into their rooms and take their stuff?
That's true. We still haven't explained how she robbed 2 people's rooms without being caught.
Unless you can prove I had the chance to get all this stuff, you can't make me out to be the killer.
Fine. I'll show proof. Only you could obtain the items necessary for this murder.
Oh yeah. Ava had Desmond's blackmail.
I got it. Ava, you were well aware of the existence of those items. For starters, everyone heard about Jet's battery. It was common knowledge due to his boasting.
Wait, so it's all my fault? Ouch.
Since the dorms aren't locked, could have easily snuck in and grabbed the battery while no one was inside. The battery is lightweight too, so you wouldn't have trouble carrying it. For the rest of your plan, the syringe and drugs are both readily available in the pharmacy. And as for the taser, you may not have known about its existence right away, but you still had every incentive to search Desmond's room. Because you received his blackmail.
Eva? You knew my blackmail this whole time and never said anything?
So what?
Huh?
So what if I knew? I wasn't the only one. Damon knew your blackmail as well.
Oh yeah, he read it out loud to everyone earlier, didn't he?
Damon knew almost everything I did. He knew where the items used in this murder were stored. He knew the layout of the boiler room and the storage closets. He knew all sorts of things. The only thing he didn't know is the one thing more important than any piece of physical evidence.
The hell are you talking about?
Are you talking about motive?
See, you still don't know. You still don't know that we never saw eye to eye.
Huh?
Eye to eye... on the not killing each other stuff?
On Wolfgang.
Eh?
Damon saw the way Wolfgang scolded me and treated me like a bad guy, and he thought I hated him the same way he did. But unlike Damon, I never wanted Wolfgang to die.
What the?
Whoa! That's a loaded accusation.
Wow.
Not a first for this trial.
Bro's accusing me.
If you thought you saw the worst of Damon after the dummy trial, you underestimate just how low he can stoop. I practically risked my life pretending to be his ally. But in return, he let me see the extent of his deceitfulness, which is why I can tell everyone that Damon has Wolfgang's blackmail.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god. Ava, you.
Any reason you didn't tell us this earlier?
Well, I didn't think it was incriminating at first.
Not even when he refused to come forward about it?
That was weird, but I didn't want to make accusations at the time because it could have just been his ego talking. Only after
Wow.
watching him reject the taser gun over this dumb mechanism he made up did I realize I had potential evidence on my hands.
Damon, do you have your blackmail on you? Don't worry about reading it out loud or anything. Just show the image. That's all you gotta do.
Did Ava really never trust me? Why didn't she disclose so much to me? What did she tell me? It's because I trust you. No, this can't be at the forefront of my mind right now. I'm on the cusp of bringing this case to a close. What Ava thinks about me shouldn't matter. What she thinks about me. You took my side way at the beginning, remember? We were the only people who listened to that lawyer. And you helped solve the mystery behind that whole case. No one thanked you though. I'm really sorry about how things turned out. The other students wouldn't have treated you unfairly if it wasn't for me. Damn it. Entire time I've just been judging others without trusting they are not even realizing that I was blindly following the words of a stranger. Now everyone here, they're gonna hold this blackmail crap against me even more than if I just come forward earlier. Even so, what choice do I have? No one will let the discussion continue unless I tell the truth.
Fine. I'll show it. But only the picture. As requested.
With those words, I received the envelope from my pocket. And pulled out the photo.
He's married?
Ingrid, Wolfgang doesn't have blue eyes.
So, who is this then?
I mean, why else would the guy look like him?
Given the year this photo was taken, these two people must be his parents. Look at what's printed at the bottom. April 17th, 2001.
Yeah.
I know how old Wolfgang is because of the student reports. In 2001, he wasn't even born yet.
But why his parents? Are they being held against their will?
You can't leave us hanging, Damo! You gotta read out what it says!
That's not what was asked of me. And even if I had to, I don't think someone who can't explain himself should have his secrets revealed to everyone.
Some things are better left unsaid.
For the record, I know what Wolfgang's blackmail says, but it didn't change my outlook on him. I don't think it's possible for anyone to hate someone like Wolfgang. He was always brave in the face of sheer adversity. and encouraged everyone else to act likewise. Wolfgang challenged me to be a better person. Wolfgang challenged all of us to be better people. And maybe Ava simply couldn't rise to his challenge.
Don't listen to him! He's trying to divert everyone from the truth.
Even though Wolfgang and I didn't always see eye to eye, my respect for him and his talent never wavered. Why would someone like me harm him? Me, who's been leading this trial much the same way he'd led the one before. I may have questioned the idea no one here would kill, but that doesn't make me someone who wants to see bloodshed.
Exactly.
He does! He does want bloodshed! We have all the proof he's a cold-blooded killer! Wolfgang's blackmail, which he lied about having!
But wasn't Damon playing?
Nothing he says should be trusted. Nothing he says about me, or anything else.
It is odd that we place faith in a man who does not have faith in us. So much so, these discussions are mostly led by his own conjecture.
Damon isn't the killer, though. Why would he try to mislead anyone? Like, he and I were playing a game when the murder happened, and multiple people can vouch for us.
Not to mention, the things he's been saying make a lot of sense.
Yeah, you're just grasping at straws here, Ava.
Truth has no personal alliance. That's why.
Even if he wasn't here, we'd arrive at the same conclusion anyway.
Depends who you mean by we.
Then, you all still think I'm the killer?
Someone needs to be voted by the end of this.
Don't just say it like that.
Yeah, geez, here it is, the ultimate crash out.
My ears!
How would I know? How would I know when to drop it?
Drop what?
The battery! Damon says the killer dropped the battery when Diana was already in the boiler room. But how would I know when Diana was in the boiler room? It's not as if I could listen out for her. The music speakers are too loud. And the dining hall has no clocks, so it'd be impossible for me to know if it was 8:45 a.m.
Right. Only Mark's DJ pad had a clock.
Maybe Ava asked Mark for the time.
She never spoke to me.
We never spoke! I never even got up from my chair! Besides, how could I be sure Diana arrived on time anyway? If you can't explain how I knew when to drop the battery, then shut up and stop accusing me!
Well, okay, chill out now. Ava makes a decent point. How did she drop the battery in time? Did she really just rely on chance? No, that doesn't seem likely. Her entire plan fails if the timing isn't right. Come on, think. If my years of debate has taught me anything, I need to look at this from another angle. I just need to take it from the top, while assuming Ava is the killer. How did Ava know when to drop the battery? She heard Diana enter.
I wouldn't be able.
No. She saw Diana enter.
Got it.
It was one of these two.
The only way the killer would have known when to spring their trap was by seeing Diana enter the room. Any uncertainty would ruin the plan, and the dining hall was too loud to hear anything over.
So when did she watch Diana from? There's only two possible places. The security camera?
This is it. It's impossible to see anything from the vent, which means the only way anyone could see into the room was by using the school cameras.
Say what?
I don't
Yeah.
understand how, but Ava must have used the camera.
Is she working with the kidnappers?
Are you kidding me? How the hell would I have access to the camera?
In order to actually see what was happening on the security cameras, what Ava needed access to. Naturally, it would have been some sort of screen. A screen, huh? Thinking back on all the various clues we discussed, I can't pinpoint anything that could provide an answer to the question. Feels like deja vu, doesn't it? When all the other options are ruled out, I can only turn towards the one which still remains. The one thing we've yet to discuss. Ava, it's time I bring an end to what you started. For better or for worse, this one will be your final lie. Oh, Won't be without a fight. Announcing an argument altercation. Mega Bullet. Player movement. Let's see. I can also focus by the left alt key, which is still a battle temporarily. Bullets. Make sure to use abilities strategically to avoid damage. They will also make statements on their own. Or they also start the game with a shield, which means they cannot be damaged by any means. You can weaken the shield by breaking their statements with their bullets. Charges your Mega Bullet, which you want to press the F key for that. After a certain amount of hits, you will progress to the next stage of battle. Your opponent will become more frenzied, and their attacks even wilder. Once they finally run out of HP, your opponent will ask you the burning question. Press the WX key in the correct order to solve the case. If you fail, you have to start over from the last stage of battle. Beginning, so I suggest you don't do that. There's quite a lot of information. Let's do this! Oh my god.
It's Damon who's suspicious. I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? It's Damon who's suspicious. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair. Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Why would I kill? There's no proof I killed Wolf. There's no proof I killed Wolf. I didn't see anything. This isn't fair. I just wanted to. It's Damon who's suspicious.
Oh my god.
I didn't see anything. Who cares about the camera? Who cares about the camera? Why would I kill anyone?
Come on.
Who cares about the camera? Why would I kill anyone? Why would I kill anyone? Ouch! Why would I kill anyone? Who cares about the camera? It's Damon who's suspicious. This isn't fair. This isn't fair. Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I didn't see anything. This isn't fair. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Damon, I thought you trusted me. It's Damon who's suspicious.
Oh my god.
Why would I kill?
Oh my god, that's so hard.
It's Damon who's suspicious. It's Damon who's suspicious. Who cares about the camera? Why would I kill anyone? This isn't fair. I didn't see anything. This isn't fair. Why would I kill anyone? I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? It's Damon who's suspicious. This isn't fair. Damon.
Oh my
I
god.
thought you trusted me. It's Damon who's suspicious. This isn't fair. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Who cares about the camera? I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair.
Oh my god.
Why would I kill anyone?
Oh my god.
This isn't fair. I didn't see anything. This isn't fair. Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. This isn't fair. Why won't you believe me?
Oh my god. I'm so stressed.
Who cares about the camera? I didn't see anything. There's no
What the
proof I
fuck?
killed Wolfgang. Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair. Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair. I didn't see anything. I just wanted to help. It's Damon who's suspicious. me. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I didn't see anything. Why would I kill anyone?
Oh my god.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed. Why would I kill I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. How could I access the security camera?
Ava's personal game.
Why would I kill anyone?
Oh my god.
I told you so.
Oh my god. We keep going.
Why would I kill anyone? Why would I kill anyone? Why would I kill who cares about the camera? It's Damon who's suspicious. Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed Ouch! I just wanted to help. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? Damon. I
Okay.
thought you trusted me.
We got it. Come on. We
There's
keep.
no proof I killed Wolfgang. I just wanted to help. Why would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Damn it.
Who cares about the camera? I just wanted to help. There's no proof I killed. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Who cares about the camera? I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? Why would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Who cares about the camera?
Okay, I'm missing a
I
lot.
didn't see anything. It's Damon who's suspicious. There's no proof I didn't see anything. Ouch! There's no proof I killed Wolf. Why would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I just wanted to help. Why would I kill anyone? I just wanted to help. Why won't you believe me?
I'm sorry, Ava. I'm sorry.
I didn't see it. Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair. I just wanted to help. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. It's Damon who's suspicious. Why would I kill anyone? Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Who cares about the camera? I didn't see anything. Who cares about the camera? I didn't see anything. It's Damon who's suspicious. This isn't fair. How could I access the
Ava's
security
personal game console. There we go. There we go.
No! Don't kill me!
I'm sorry, Ava.
What you said was true, Ava. Whether or not the trap works depends on if the killer can see inside the boiler room. Which begs the question, how does the killer see inside? They can't just get on their knees and peek through the vent. Everyone in the dining hall would notice. Besides, the vent probably offers very little in the way of an actual view of the room.
Yep.
Exactly! It's impossible!
Right. It's impossible. From this particular angle. If I switch perspectives, your entire argument comes completely undone.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Ava assumes I'm taking only one factor into account. Her position at the time of Wolfgang's murder. Little does she know that in ruling out that factor, she's led me straight to another. A certain item which could have granted her the ability to see inside the boiler room. An item that, like the chemical smell, only makes sense when all other options have been ruled out. The game console she brought with her to the tournament.
Mmm.
Ava had a game console?
She wanted to get in the spirit of the tournament without being directly involved. Or so she claimed. But when every other option has been ruled out, what else can we look to but the one that's yet to be addressed?
Are you saying she saw inside the boiler room using the console?
So it played live footage of the room?
Sounds like a stretch.
If I'm wrong, Ava should be able to prove her innocence. Go on, Ava. Show us the console.
Huh?
I don't think she has the console on her, dude.
She has to. She never had an opportunity to slink away and dispose of it.
Well, what about the blackout?
When the blackout first hit, people were disorientated for about a minute at most. Ava likely spent those 60 seconds undoing the cord and moving the chair. Between then and now, she's never been alone. The only exception was when she and I split up to investigate the dining hall and the dorms respectively. However, the laundry room, dining hall, and courtyard all had people in them, so I doubt she hid the console in any of those rooms.
And the janitor closet? That room has been locked for days now. She obviously couldn't hide the console there.
Which means it must still be on her person. Like I said earlier, if I'm wrong about the console, you can take it out right now and show everyone its contents.
What are you waiting for? Quit hiding the stupid thing and show it!
You're just trying to make me look bad. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous of me. You're jealous of me and my talent. That's all you are. Jealous.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Why not just pull out the console?
Yes, show us the console and then you'll be done with this.
No!
Eh?
I don't have to show anyone anything.
That's the most suspicious thing you could say.
It's not suspicious. I'm telling the truth.
That's obviously a lie.
Why go through the effort of mentioning Wolfgang's blackmail if you won't reveal this?
Now that I think back on it, Ava had been staring at her console the entire tournament. I thought it was weird, coming all the way over to the dining hall when she could have just stayed in her dorm.
Well, where did she obtain his console? We should discuss those details before continuing any more with these accusations.
She said she won it from Tozu's gachapon.
Seems natural he would stock that machine with dangerous items. With this being a killing game and all.
Between 14 impossible culprits and one possible killer, there's no need to sort out the facts further. Ava, you're the only one we can vote for.
That's such twisted logic. You're going to vote for me without being completely sure I'm even guilty?
Well, you're guilty,
There's
so...
no need to be completely
that's...
sure. If no one else can be suspected.
Exactly.
In case anyone still doubts Ava is the killer, I'll go through the case one last time. And once all the pieces are laid out for everyone to see, I'll prove she's the killer. Once and for all.
Here we go, puzzle time! Alright. First of all, we got the blackout. Alright. Blackout and closing the vents. Chest room, battery activated and will occur right after Wolfgang's death. The blackout. Here's the blackout. Oh shit, okay. Here it is. Here's closing the vents. Letter from the killer, the syringe. We got the syringe. Letters from the killer. Here we go. Internal plug. The internal plug. Here's the car batteries. Here's the taser. He took the knife from the kitchen. Or rather, the killer. And then, last two panels. We got Wolfgang taking the knife. And finally, Diana, last arriving in the boiler room.
This is how it happened.
This is how it's done! Oh, man.
This case was directly incited by the motive Tozu introduced, in which everyone here received another person's blackmail. Amidst the chaos that spawned, the killer saw an opportunity to commit a murder. They sent letters to two people, Wolfgang Akide, who they planned to kill, and Diana Venezia, who they planned to frame.
Man, I can't believe Wolfgang and Ava died on the first trial. This is like, these guys are like the ones with the most secrets and shit. I was expecting so much development between these guys, and they're just dead now. Like, oh my god.
To meet in the boiler room in 2 days' time. Wolfgang's letter told him to arrive at 8:15 a.m., while Diana's told her to arrive at 8:45 a.m.
The messages threatened to expose our blackmail, so we had no choice but to follow their instructions.
At this point, the killer probably knew the way they were going to kill Wolfgang, hence, how they reacted to this next piece of information. The following morning, it was revealed that Cassidy and Jet were going to hold a game tournament.
The point was for people to spend time together and not think murdery thoughts. But little did we know, a would-be killer was lurking nearby.
The Slam Sisters tournament, man.
And how? The killer emboldened their own plans and made it so the tournament would happen at 9 a.m.
Did you disagree with yourself?
Both Wolfgang and Diana turned down the offer, which must have been music to the killer's ears, since it confirmed their plan was working. The killer took this as a sign to commence the next phase of their plan.
Yup.
Later that evening, they went downstairs to the boiler room and began preparing the murder weapon.
Oh, this is
Though
crazy.
it might be more accurate to call it a murder mechanism. The killer wrapped an extension
Super
cord
intricate
tightly as
plan.
they could around a car battery, which had been stolen from Jet's room.
Yup.
I imagine the battery must have been sitting on top of the generator. Wouldn't want to risk an explosion by bringing lithium too close to the water.
Yup.
The killer avoided opening the boiler room vent for this segment, probably because they knew I'd remember it being closed originally.
A crucial part of the killer's plan would involve sliding the cord through the boiler room vent and out the other end into the dining hall.
Yeah.
So they could then walk upstairs to the dining hall and tie the protruding part
Dude,
of the
I am
cord
honestly
to the dining hall
speechless,
vent.
man. Like, oh my god, Ava! Why would you do this?
Funnily enough,
What is this? What's the motive?
killer was
What's
going
the
to be
motive?
needed in the dining hall very shortly.
Yeah, to help Cass and me rearrange the dining hall's furniture. We were saving the whole thing for next morning, but they convinced us to do it that night instead.
Their intentions were threefold. Create an alibi, hide the vent with a piece of furniture, and then open the vent in secret. After which, they'd return to the boiler room and suspend the battery over the generator.
Which brings us to today.
Ooh, the music is such a vibe.
Knowing better than to head downstairs without protection, Wolfgang went to the kitchen and armed himself with a knife.
Nice remix. Knowing better to head downstairs without protection, yeah.
Toshiko didn't notice a knife on him when the two met in the hallway, so he must have hidden it in his blazer.
Wolfgang arrived inside the boiler room at 8:15 a.m., exactly like his letter requested. As he was waiting, the killer snuck up behind him.
Oh, knocked him out.
And he got smacked right in the head with that steel rolling pin.
A syringe was then used to inject
my
Wolfgang
bad,
with a
Ingrid.
sleeping drug. ensuring he would remain in the boiler room until Diana arrived.
Yep.
The killer might have, left the taser on the floor around this time.
Yep.
Yeah, the taser they swiped from my dorm. They must have decided to raid the place after receiving my blackmail. If I'd heard about the taser sooner, I could have gotten rid of it. As well as whatever else my blackmail supposedly mentions.
Save the angsting for later, will you?
Anyway, back on topic. Wolfgang was left to lie in the partially flooded area of the boiler room, while the killer ran upstairs to help set up Mark's music equipment.
They didn't care about the equipment. They just wanted to put a speaker next to the vent, because it would drown out the fight which was gonna happen later.
Don't forget the digital clock! They wanted to get there before that became available. Don't need people knowing what time you actually arrived.
My letter said to meet at 8:45 a.m. So that's when I got to the boiler room.
Yes.
I made sure to close the door behind me, just as the message told me to.
Oh man.
Bad idea.
Gruesome.
Killer flipped the doorknob so that the lock was on the outside instead of the inside. You locked yourself in.
Oh my
The room
god.
was really dark too. I didn't even see the suspended battery. Only the blinking security camera. And then, Wolfgang. He got up on his feet all of a sudden. And he started crying and saying these weird things.
Yeah.
I tried to keep him calm and asked him to come over to me, which he actually did. But the very next second, he attacked me with his knife.
The drugs probably gave him a frightening hallucination, and he perceived you as a threat.
Yeah.
He was screaming at me, and I was screaming
Man,
back.
I really wanted to know
No one
Wolfgang's
from the
story.
tournament could hear us over the music.
Guess we'll never know.
At one point, I even picked up the taser, but then I threw it back down again.
And that's when the killer decided it was time. Having set their chair to recline, they were able to casually reach down and close the vent behind them.
There it
This
goes.
lowered the extension cord, causing the car battery to enter the water and discharge a huge amount of electricity.
Yup. And that killed. Oh my god, look at that art. That's crazy.
Wolfgang, who was still standing in the water, was electrocuted instantly. The battery itself exploded upon reacting with the water, which the killer was likely banking on as a way to destroy evidence. All of this happened right under my nose. No one could have guessed that someone present at the tournament was committing murder.
Yup.
The explosion also damaged the generator and caused the blackout. Everyone ended up stumbling around in the dark.
Not for long, though. We quickly came back to our senses and agreed to look for a backup generator on the underground floor.
I used a hairpin to unlock the boiler room door and ran outside, but you guys had already made it downstairs.
That's when you say you ducked around a corner and out of sight. Only after everyone went inside the closets did you then dash upstairs.
Yup, and we got the backup
It's a
generator
good thing she
working.
did. Otherwise,
Ooh.
we found her alone
Oh,
in
that
the
is
room with
creepy,
Wolfgang's dead
man.
body. We would have wrongly assumed Diana was the killer, and died as a result. This complicated scheme calls to mind only one person. One person who just so happened to be sitting in a certain sofa chair.
Oh.
That person is you, Ava Sunaka.
Oh, can't believe it's you, man. Why couldn't it have been Grace? No!
It's over, Ava. We know the truth.
We do.
It's not fair. This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
Oh man, why does it have to be you? Why does it have to be you?
My blood is rushing.
Wonderful, brilliant, spectacular! You have seen beyond the foul lies of the scorned mathematician, and delivered the honorable truth with wit and aplomb.
Well done.
This is worthy of praise. Allow me to reward your success with...
This isn't funny.
Can you shut up? Without Tozu's mad ramblings, the trial room had gone completely silent. Everyone was either staring at the floor or sneaking nervous glances at each other. Oh, I understand the reason for this frosty atmosphere. You found out who done it, so now you wish to know why done it.
Such a sport.
Very well, every murder mystery needs a motive, and I would be loath to break tradition at this stage. Oh my god, why Ava? After Diana was so nice to you, you framed her, and now you frame me.
There must be something.
Ava, why did you do this? Just why?
Come on.
Come on, speak up. You have nothing to lose now. It was... Tozu! Huh? Tozu made me do it.
This is...
What?
You...
You've been working with Tozu this entire time?
Such disrespect.
Me and her? Oh, please. If her plan was to secretly infiltrate the killing game, she wouldn't have given herself such an attention-grabbing ultimate title.
Rubbish.
I mean, seriously? Ultimate liar? Talk about on the nose. No. Ava is just as much of a kidnappee as the rest of you.
Son of a bitch!
Shut up! You let her get away with breaking the rules. That's proof you're in cahoots.
Holy...
Huh? Ava broke the rules? Yeah, when she blew up the fucking school property.
Fuck you!
What the fuck was I punished for chucking a rock at a camera, but Ava wasn't punished for destroying a fucking generator?
Shit.
Shit. Is Ava the exception the rule was talking about? What? Desmond tapped the screen of his trinket and conjured a familiar shape-squared hologram. With a few swipes of his finger, he located the killing game's rules. Okay, yeah, everyone, take a look at this second rule. 2. Students are not allowed to vandalize any official killing game property, such as the cameras and the Tozu trinkets. Exceptions may apply. Do you see how it says exceptions may apply at the end? Since Ava wasn't punished for breaking the generator, could that mean she counts as an exception? Oh.
Stop lying!
Are you explain how? Or are you trying to be a fucking contrarian?
This looks bad.
Well, if I had to make a guess, it's probably because Ava destroyed the generator while committing a murder. Huh?
What's all this about?
Are you saying Ava has special privileges?
Um...
I think it's more like her method of murder was what destroyed the generator, meaning the generator is technically tied to Wolfgang's death.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why Ava was excused for breaking it.
Slow down.
Yo, that can't actually be the reason, can it?
I see, I see.
And if it were...
Brutal.
What? You? I see. Ava believes she would count as an exception to the rule, which is why she didn't take any extra steps to avoid destroying the generator.
What?
She risked getting shot in the head over something she just assumed?
That ain't it.
Nah, with how confidently Ava executed the murder, she must have known for sure she wouldn't be penalized. How about it, Tozu? Did you ever share that information with her?
Who? Me?
A desperate killer is much like an angry seagull, ready to pounce on the very slightest crumb of substance. The mere implication of a loophole ignites their senses, and they, as desperate people always do, will shred their dignity in the pursuit of confirmation. So, to answer your question, yes, Ava approached me. Excuse me. Ava approached me with the same questions your friends were asking now. And yes, I'd confirmed her suspicions were true.
Not okay!
Seriously? That's so unfair!
Pathetic.
Unfair? Answering a reasonable question is far from unfair. Have you ever asked a professor for help on an assignment? Sure, your professor won't do the work for you, but they'll be happy to clear up any confusions you might have had. Then, why did Ava say you made her kill Wolfgang? I suppose you could say Ava and I made a deal. A deal? What kind of deal? A deal to begin the killing game.
Impossible!
Huh? In exchange for agreeing to perform the first kill, she would receive a special perk. The traitor perk!
Holy!
What do you mean, the traitor perk? Is the tablet Eva has? I mean, she refused to show it to us when we asked. Mind you that a host cannot simply hand over a traitor perk to anyone who asks. For a student to be eligible for a perk, they first must earn it.
That was very...
What do you mean by earn it? Do you recall that tidbit I shared with you about the pharmacy? You know, the one about a secret lurking inside. You see, a very interesting secret is lurking beyond this door. That secret. Were you referring to the traitor perk?
Well done.
Indeed I was! When I said a very interesting oh shit, my bad. Hey man, let me read that. When I said a very interesting secret was lurking inside, I meant that quite literally. The only thing separating you from that perk was a few inches of stainless steel and a pinned pad. A pin pad? Oh gosh, you're talking about that big door I found tucked behind a shelf.
I see.
I see. So it was hiding the traitor perk all along. How did Ava figure out the password to the pin pad though? Did she enter a bunch of random numbers until like it finally worked?
Well,
A 4-digit code would have thousands of potential combinations. Unless Ava encountered unbelievable luck, her chances of guessing that code in only a few days is extremely unlikely.
How?
Then, how did she get access to the traitor perk? The 4 numbers to unlock the pin pad. How did Ava figure them out? There's only one way. Only one way I can see her from obtaining the correct answer. It's to do with that poster, isn't it? That mysterious poster in the pharmacy. Yeah? What poster are you?
Well done.
Ding ding ding! Correct! Yes, hidden inside one of the pharmacy's room is a poster which reveals the code to the pin pad.
For real?
For reals?
No.
How can that poster reveal the code though? Is it the amount? Is it the money? But I didn't know what to do with that information. How to decipher what was C. Oh my god. And that is where you fell short of your mathematically gifted peer. With her keen eyesight and quick thinking, she saw the poster for what it really was.
Plot twist.
An equation. What? Oh. Every detail is deceitful. Those exclamations of grandeur may, in fact, be hints towards a certain something's nature, and that large star a stand-in for a coordinate plane. Well, none of it matters anymore. The passcode to that previous pinpad is, after all, being changed as we speak. To quote the words of my parents' the road to freedom must always be paved with obstacles. Oh my god.
Heckin' twisting!
No way! And math equation's totally up Ava's alley! Ava, you told me you couldn't understand the poster.
Why the long face?
Of course you did. The equation is the key to the trader perk. Handing it over would mean handing the perk over.
Shit.
So the trader perk was Ava's reward for solving the puzzle?
Anybody?
The heck is even the perk? You still haven't explained that yet.
Who? Me?
I assure you it's a very handy thing to have. You see, the trader perk allows the owner to access the school security cameras using a tablet. That tablet, of course, is being on Ava's person right now. What?
Damn it.
So, I was right. You accessed the cameras in the boiler room, which is how you saw Diana enter. Oh man, this is actually crazy. This is actually insane, man. Like, oh, that's so scary.
Oh, crud.
I thought I was weird for Ava wouldn't show us the tablet, but I didn't think it was actually wired to the school's cameras.
But then...
Then, the reason I saw the school's security cameras light blinking back in the boiler room is because Ava was watching me?
What?
This is making too much sense!
Nonsense!
Ava, how could you negotiate with your kidnapper? Why would you even have any reason to trust him? I had no choice. I either take his deal and give myself a chance to escape, or I would die here with the rest of you. You. A selfish attitude is the reason why we ended up in this mess. Didn't we promise to make it out of here together? If you hadn't murdered one of the only people who could have handled the situation, we might have made progress on escaping.
Hang on.
Even if I didn't kill, someone would have eventually. And if they were in my position right now, they wouldn't even admit to what they've done. They would have cried and sniffled and tried to guilt you. They wouldn't be honest like me.
Watch it.
Honest or not, playing Tozu's game was risky. You were trapped in a small space with witnesses everywhere. That's not a gamble you should have taken.
What a joke.
We had food, we had shelter, all we had left to do was wait for our eventual rescue from this place. But I
Stop it!
I would have died first! It was obvious from what was happening with Wolfgang. His constant jeering at me over the few mistakes I made, while the rest of you followed his lead. If a class trial ever happened with him around, he would have accused me of being the murderer without even evidence. And you would have believed him.
Whoa.
That's not. Because of Wolfgang, I was isolated from everyone else. He turned me into an easy target for murder. And if I was murdered, would the rest of you even bother to find out who killed me? There's no way you would. There's no way anyone would. You're all the worst! I hope you all rot here.
Bro?
That's cold, man.
You really let me down.
Even if we had some rough spots, some of us would still try to get along with you. During the gaming tournament, I was fine with you joining. You think a few games were enough to forgive everything you did to me? None of you actually cared about me. None of you! I've never been anything to anyone.
Huh?
What do you mean? It really is the same as it is out here. I'm always the one that people hated. I didn't choose this talent. I was just doing what others wanted me to do. Oh, this is such a good art, but oh my god, it's so sad. I was the prodigy student adults wanted me to be. I always thought I did everything right, but I still kept being judged Everyone else around me resented me, hated me, because they wanted the love I received, or what they thought was love. Despite all my hard work, the UTP turned me into something I never wanted to be. Even if I wanted to return to normality, it would be impossible. I'm stuck with this talent for life. And now, when I try to become something more than just a sad joke, I get hit with the realization that all my efforts were for nothing. I could never be anyone else. I'll never get what I deserve. But I cared.
I don't understand.
Ava, I cared about you. I don't get it.
Why?
Ava, why did you frame me? I cared for you and stood up for you whenever I could.
Don't say that.
I wanted to be your roommate. I wanted to help you.
I don't want to.
It didn't mean anything. Why? You still agree with everything Wolfgang said. No matter what he did to me, you kept on supporting him. Is that why you tried to frame me for his murder? Yeah. And you deserved it. No. Diana let out a sob and nearly fell onto his podium. Diana! Eloise ran over to Diana and put her arm around her shoulder.
How can you believe that?
Why did you have to kill Wolfgang in front of her? That's so cruel! Man, this is tragic. She obviously knew what she was doing. Both the cause and the time of death mentioned were in the mock trial. So it stands to reason they would be mentioned here too. When Ava realized that, she tried to leverage it against us. I'm sure receiving that little camera perk made it all too easy to time the murder.
Shut it!
Enough of this bullshit already! So Ava's a privileged little asshole who thinks her life sucks. Who cares?
Fuck you!
You took Wolfgang's life. The only thing you deserve is some fucking comeuppance.
Sheesh.
I thought she's actually telling the truth. Murdering someone because they lied about her inoffensive talent. Even she must know how ridiculous that sounds.
How can that be?
If Ava didn't kill Wolfgang because she was scared, then why did she kill him?
Honestly?
Why else but to escape the killing game? I doubt any of us were ever a threat to her. In fact, it was probably the complete opposite.
Shocking.
She thought that she was smarter and better than all of us. That's why she thought she could win the class trial.
My thoughts exactly.
Yes, I agree with Winona. In that case, do you reckon Ava killed Wolfgang because of his abilities as a lawyer? She herself admitted she would have suspected her if she was here. Clearly, Wolfgang was the best person to kill if she wanted to escape.
Nope.
And anyway, Ava isn't the only one who's vulnerable. There are people here with even weaker bodies and weaker minds. Anyone who's looking for an easy kill would know who to target them first. It doesn't matter. If no one targeted me, I still would have died first. How so? Because of the perk. Huh? Tozu told me if I didn't use the perk to murder someone as soon as possible, I was going to die.
What did you say?
What?
Nonsense!
Is that true, Tozu?
Who? Me?
Guilty as charged.
Dude, no!
No way! Tozu never told me the number of days I had left. Just that I needed to kill soon. If I didn't kill soon, I'd die.
This isn't fair!
I had to do something! You can't blame me for that! If you were in my shoes, you would have done all the same!
Worthless.
It's your own fault. You were only in that situation because you took the perk.
No!
Tozu targeted me with the math puzzle. He offered me the perk when I was at my lowest point. If you guys were approached the same way I was and offered a chance to go home, you would have taken the perk too.
Stop it!
You're just a bunch of hypocrites. You just want to make me look like the villain so you feel less bad about killing me. killing her. That's right. How could I forget? The blanket is uncovered.
Dumbass!
Ugh, enough already. I'm sick of listening to this scumbag. Get on with the fucking execution, will you? Alright. The soap opera is entertaining, but I realize it's time to change the channel. Huh? Wait, don't tell me you're actually going to... Oh my god.
Holy!
This is horrible, man. Huh? All of a sudden, the elevator behind us began to churn alive. The whirl of machinery could be heard from the other side of the doors, raw and loud and rhythmic, like a mechanical symphony.
The show must
Do not avert your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. I hear a lot of the budget went into this. No, I don't. What's going on? This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
blood is
To
rushing.
the victor go the spoils. Hail the honorable dread, avenged at the last. I don't deserve this. Even if you hate me, I don't deserve this. May our charitable justice inspire fear and humility within these wretched souls.
Don't kill me!
This isn't fair. I don't deserve to die. I deserve to live. I deserve to live! And stir the hearts and minds of all those bearing witness. Ready, everyone? Let the show begin!
I want to live. I deserve to live. I'm going to live.
Oh my god.
I'm going to live!
Oh god. Oh, I can't watch. Oh, she's gone. Oh god. So somber. Oh my gosh, she's hung on tight. Oh god. Fiery furnace of affliction. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't watch. There's the exit! You gotta run, Ava. You gotta run, you gotta sprint. Come on. Freaking elevator. Oh my god. Got a bunch of triangle. We got a bunch of like rulers, triangles and shit. Oh my. Oh no. Oh! Oh my god. She got stabbed. Oh my god. Nails. Oh! Oh, it's just nails now. It's a bunch of nails. Oh my god. Oh, this is gruesome. This is... Oh my god. That's fucking gruesome. Yeah, me too, Kai. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. That was like V3's like ultimate maid execution. You just kept seeing like her try her best to like to escape. It's no use.
I can't handle it!
My entire body has seized up. I couldn't move a single limb, couldn't say a single word. All I could do was stand and stare, my mind at a complete and total loss.
There's no way.
So that's what punishment entails? Let me go home. Please let me go home.
Isn't this lovely?
Goodness, talk about a heated moment. Ava put up quite a fight. For a second there, she almost had me believing we underestimated her.
Moving on.
Just kidding.
I'll be damned.
How could you do this? Forcing these innocent people to kill each other.
Terrible.
So judgmental.
Terrible.
Need I remind you that this is student on student warfare?
Get out.
Just shut up already. Ava, why? You just need a friend. I could have been the friend you needed. You could have, Diana. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Why did you do this?
I can't believe it.
I think I'm going to be sick. I don't even know what I'm feeling anymore. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god. I'm totally gonna die here, aren't I?
I can't be like this.
No one is gonna die, you hear? We're all gonna be okay. Come on, repeat it after me. I'm here, and I'm okay. I'm here, and I'm okay. I'm here, and I'm okay. This was my reality. The fear of death had already been heavy on my shoulders ever since the killing game was announced. But now, it has completely enveloped me. I can't do it. I can't lie to myself again. Again?
It's all my fault.
I'm not okay. I'm never going to be okay. I could have changed things. I could have saved her. And him, Wolfgang. If I just drag him out of the waters, I could have saved him. Why didn't I save him?
Whoa.
Diana, you had no way of knowing what was going to come next. He was wielding a knife too. Anyone would have done what you did. Did he really bring a knife for self-defense? Usually a comment like that would have gotten a rise out of Grace, but she stayed completely silent. I can't let it end. Wolfgang's kindness. I can't let anyone forget.
It is how it is.
That goes without saying. I'm sure everyone will remember what Wolfgang did to us. I've never thought the length of my talents could go. The ability to change others' appearances, to be the best version of themselves. It's always been someone else who sits in front of the mirror. I've never really put myself in that place. Diana, you okay? If I can't save Wolfgang, then at the very least, maybe I can live for him.
Believe me.
You didn't do anything wrong, Diana.
Pardon me.
Yeah. I can't do this. I can fulfill the life he wasn't able to live. Huh?
Like a chameleon, I will adapt. I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps and continue what he wasn't able to accomplish.
And Diana is our new leader.
I'll become something new.
Tears were running down Diana's face, but her expression, somehow, she looked determined. I couldn't understand it. Despite everything she's been through, here she was making some silly vow about continuing Wolfgang's legacy, acting like she's some hero from a storybook. Has this girl lost her mind?
Hold on.
Wolfgang, Ava, none of them deserve this. I won't let what happened to them happen to anyone else here.
We won't back down.
For both our sakes, I'll save everyone from the killing game.
You've got to be kidding me.
Take this seriously, will you?
What?
Huh?
Can this get any
It
worse?
seems your peers are in much mood for heroic monologues.
Moving on.
Anyhow, it's been a long day. The crime scene has already been cleaned up. Unless you have any further questions for me, you are all free to return to your dorms. So, any further questions?
Get lost.
Get lost.
Ingrates.
Huh. Now, where have I heard that one before? In all seriousness, I'll take that as a no.
Good evening.
Until next time, everyone. Just like that, Tozu walked over to the throne.
Isn't this lovely?
By the way, you're safe to ride the elevator back up. We set it back to its default mode. What you glimpsed before was simply its punishment mode. On that ominous note, he was lowered underground. Hey, guys, should we just go back to our dorms? Aye, it's about time we draw this day to a close. Good idea. People silently made their way to the elevator, horror and despair etched onto their faces. It was clear today's events would not be easily forgotten. And then, there was me. Everything I've been ruminating over, the devastating images which has been plaguing my mind. Wolfgang's murder. The trial. Ava dying right in front of me, swallowed by a pit of fire. It had all been retreated to the corners of my mind. The only thing I could focus on right now were those 5 words. I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps. Hearing those words come from Diana after everything that's happened. Seeing her raise her chin and act so tall and proud just like Wolfgang once did. It pissed me off. And they're gone. To be continued. This marks the end of our journey through Project Eden's Garden. It has been phenomenal. This is the first Fangan and the best Fangan so far I've ever played. I love this game. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being on this journey with me. And we'll see you guys all on the next stream. Ending the stream.